Hey, today we're making steak and potatoes.
Whoa! I bet you don't get that on every show. Hello, sports fans. Jim Bienemann checking in. Excited to be on the past plate with my old buddy,
Tom Green.
That's right.
Hey, today we're making steak and potatoes.
Not just any steak and potatoes. Steak and potatoes, Eagle County style.
Yeah.
Tom and I met for the first time. We weren't yet together in the sports office.
We were at Channel 9 in Denver together. I came from ESPN. This would be 1982. We were always in touch, always good friends.
That's pretty special to look back at, now into our late 60s and still spending some great time together. Blessed to be healthy enough to take advantage of all the things that make this such a special place.
As far as eating, I grew up around people who really cooked, and I learned nothing, and I feel bad. So I cook basic stuff, and I usually cook from hunger to dinner.
Yeah.
I get hungry, I make dinner.
It's kind of a tactic for you, though. I've been to your place, and you always make it like, okay, we'll have dinner at 6:15, and you serve it up at 8:30. By then we're so hungry that we don't really care what you've served up. But tonight, we've got some killer broccoli florets.
Right.
We've got great spuds. They're going to come out great.
Fancy.
But the centerpiece of the meal is going to be the great steaks. And I should say that Costco mentioned, a little bit of a product plug here, that if I mentioned the fact that I got the filets at Costco, that we'd be allowed back into the store. How are you going to do these filets?
I cook them very simply. I put some Montreal steak seasoning and some olive oil on it, come to room temperature, and they hit the grill. Then I start panicking. And then, I have a sip of bourbon, and then I forget what I was doing, and then all of a sudden I go to bed, and
And the steaks are still on the grill.
oh my God, it all goes terrible. That's where I struggle with cooking, though, is because I get nervous cooking for other people. You are a fabulous host, entertainer, cook.
Well, one thing for me is a lot of times it does come out wrong, and that's why we have plenty of Coors Light on tap.
Cocktail hour is key.
Tom, if it was just you and I, no pressure.
Yeah.
These are dear friends we're having over tonight. There is, I think, some added pressure knowing that we're kind of hosting a pretty good-sized group like that, don't you think?
When you have your best friends, when you have your family, you like to cook something that they always remember and want to come back. When you have some less than good friends, see what happens, and if they don't like it, they don't come back.
And that's okay, too.
It's a win-win.
So we're going with just basically steak and potatoes, Eagle County style. That's
Okay,
what we're calling it.
there we go.
Hopefully it works out. Confidence is high.
So normally I'll just lay down a pretty heavy bed of the Montreal steak seasoning. I'm not shy with making sure there's plenty of seasoning on the steak. I mean, a lot of it comes off on the grill. So I put the bed down, and then I'll add the steaks. Then I'll put the oil on, and then I'll start rolling them around a little bit to make sure that they are well coated. These guys will wait a little bit, and then they'll go find the grill. And then I got to clean up this area because I make a bit of a mess.
My first step, I gotta get these spuds in boiling water. Maybe 18 to 20 minutes before I get that texture that I like. Don't want them to get too mushy though before those incredible fillets come off, courtesy of Tom Green. Right now, the third menu item, gonna be some broccoli florets in a skillet. First thing I gotta do is get this bad boy nice and hot. We're gonna be adding a little bit of water, a little bit more olive oil, and then some broccoli florets. Whoa! Ha ha! I bet you don't get that on every show. That was awesome.
Brought to you by State Farm.
There we go. I will say I really had no idea what to do. How about some garlic, everyone? Some red pepper flakes. Maybe give it a little kick. Cover. Bingo!
You know what? I thought Jim handled that with such grace and aplomb. One thing we learned in our business is no matter what happens, stay cool. Panic gets you nowhere. I would have panicked. I wouldn't have known what to do, but I also would have known that it would have been beneficial in some ways. I would have looked at it as a great window of opportunity for me to never have to cook for people again. So we're outside now with the grill. We're gonna put them on the grill. They don't always cook evenly. Like you can look at one or two cuts that are a little bit differently. You wanna keep an eye on temperature-wise. I cook them hard on one side and then turn them over, and then I'll cover them. The thick cut like this is gonna take a little bit. Once they get up above 130, that's when I can tell they're pretty much ready. So these all about 130, 135 steaks are done. And the judge, of course, will be whoever gets to eat them.
We're back. And we're back to the spuds. Drain those, and then I'm just gonna put them right back. Hi, we lost a couple. Fumble! Potatoes without butter? Not in this country, my friend. It could be a whole stick. That's a lot of potatoes. Time to stir it up. Salt and pepper. That's good. This, a little trick I learned a month ago. Worcestershire sauce. Okay. Ready to serve on the broccoli florets. We got some lemon, the Parmigiano. That's a nice. That's a good, Tom. Mix that up a little. Okay, ready to serve, sports fans.
Jimmy, we're all done here. We've finished cooking.
Cheers, my friend.
So let me hand you one of these beautiful fillets.
We'll just ladle some of this insane broccoli on there. Potatoes, do it, buddy. Butter, Worcestershire, perfectly cooked.
Really?
A little bread. Tommy, that's a winner.
Jimmy, we made a beautiful dinner, and I do think that the broccoli and the potatoes are going to be the stars, but I'd like you to try my steak,
Really?
which I like a lot.
To die for, I believe they say.
Simple,
Oh my God.
beautiful. It was a great deal of fun. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, and I'd do it again if the money was right.